Yehova, please fill me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, amen. We'll start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yehova, pay careful attention and respond. Yehova is our power and authority. Yehova works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehova with your power and authority, with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold. Nail, behold. Exodus chapter 24. To Moshe, Yehova said, "Come up to Yehova, you, Aaron, Nadav, Avihu, and 70 of the leaders of Israel. Prostrate yourselves at a distance, while Moshe alone approaches Yehova. The others are not to approach, and the people are not to go up with him." Moshe came and told the people everything Yehova had said, including all the rulings. The people answered with one voice, "We will obey every word Yehova has spoken." Moshe wrote down all the words of Yehova. He rose early in the morning, built an altar at the base of the mountain, and set upright 12 large stones to represent the 12 tribes of Israel. He sent the young men of the people of Israel to offer burnt offerings and sacrifice peace offerings of oxen to Yehova. Moshe took half of the blood and put it on the basins. The other half of the blood he splashed against the altar. Then he took the book of the covenant and read it aloud, so that the people could hear, and they responded, "Everything that Yehova has spoken, we will do and obey." Moshe took the blood, sprinkled it on the people, and said, "This is the blood of the covenant which Yehova has made with you in accordance with all these words." Moshe, Aaron, Nadav, Avihu, and 70 of the leaders went up, and they saw the God of Israel. Under his feet was something like a sapphire stone pavement, as clear as the sky itself. He did not reach out his hand against these notables of Israel. On the contrary, they saw God, even as they were eating and drinking. Yehova said to Moshe, "Come up to me on the mountain and stay there. I will give you the stone tablets with the Torah and the mitzvot I have written on them, so that you can teach them." Moshe got up, also Yehoshua, his assistant, and Moshe went up onto the mountain of God. To the leaders he said, "Stay here for us until we come back to you. See, Aaron and Hur are with you. Whoever has a problem should turn to them." Moshe went up on the mountain. The cloud covered the mountain, and the glory of Yehova stayed on Mount Sinai. The cloud covered it for 6 days. On the 7th day he called to Moshe out of the cloud. To the people of Israel, the glory of Yehova looked like a raging fire on top of the mountain. Moshe entered the cloud and went up on the mountain. He was on the mountain 40 days and nights. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading Exodus 24? We're going to learn some greatness here. We can follow Yehova. Prostrate yourself before Yehova. Listen to the words of Yehova. Teach the words of Yehova. Obey every word of Yehova. Obey is greater than sacrifice. Know there is power in atoning blood that is shed. Read the book of Yehova, the books of Yehova, aloud. Obey the written words of Yehova. Trust that over 70 saw the Elohim of Israel. Know that Yehova stands on the clear blue sky. Trust that Moshe came up to the mountain to meet with Yehova. Trust that Yehova gave the stone tablets with the Torah and the mitzvot that Yehova had written on them. Trust that the purpose of Moshe The purpose for Moshe was to teach the Torah and the mitzvot. Trust that the glory of Yehweh stayed on the mountain of Sinai for 6 days. Then on the 7th day called Moshe out of the cloud, and Moshe entered the cloud and went up on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can teach and obey the Torah and the mitzvot. Bear one another's burdens. We can encourage others to listen and obey to the words of Yehovah. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. And with this Shabbat, this beautiful Sabbath, with the Aaronic blessing. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shabbat Shalom.